All right, today we're talking about Club de Nuit Lionheart by Armaf. Real good fragrance here, people. Fellas, you got to put this in your collection, fellas. I'm telling you, you won't go wrong with Lionheart Man by Armaf. Now, I like the packaging, I like the bottle. Ain't had no problems with the bottle. Nice looking presentation here. Yeah, that was the bottle right there. Got your lion up there, ready for action. King of the jungle, you know. Real strong spiritual animal right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Now let's check it out. Let's get into it. Is Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart a dupe for a more expensive fragrance? Yes, it is. It's a clone of Paul Gaultiers Le Male Elixir, a popular designer fragrance. We're gonna get into that. See, I'm not familiar with Le Male Elixir, so I don't have a dog in the fight. But I do have the Lionheart, and I can tell you, it's a real good put together fragrance. You're not gonna be disappointed, fella. We're gonna get into the video, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Right there, you got the Le Male Elixir, and then you got the Lionheart side by side. Still got it, yeah. You still looking at the frames. Let's go. Now, right here, I had to pause on this bottle, fellas. Y'all rocking with this? I ain't rocking, man. Man got his cock print out. I just can't get with that, man. I'm sorry. So I'ma stay with the Lionheart. But you know, for those of y'all got the bottle, man, shout out, man. But JP, John Paul, put some pants on the bottle, man. I don't want schlong in my face when I'm reaching for my fragrance, man. I got the pause on that, fellas. I just got the pause. I'm sorry. Product description. Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart is a long-lasting fragrance with an energizing fresh opening followed by a smooth, warm sweetness. Its bold, smoky finish offers a cozy, deep scent with exceptional longevity and mass appeal. Perfect for those seeking a high-quality, captivating fragrance. So, you know, I agree with this readout. You know, it does deliver on that definitely that cozy, man. I'm telling you, man. Here we go. We got the main accords. You got vanilla, sweet, amber, aromatic, lavender, green, tobacco, fresh, spicy, honey, warm, spicy. It delivers all that. It's not on the sweet side, but it delivers sweet. Your top notes are lavender and mint, creating a refreshing and invigorating opening. Heart notes is benzoin and vanilla add a warm, comforting, and slightly sweet dimension. Base notes, honey, tonka bean, and tobacco create a sensual and long-lasting dry down, adding depth and richness. I agree with that, man. You gonna really like that honey. You gonna really like that tonka bean. It's really hitting you with that vanilla, cause you got that benzoin, and then you got vanilla, and then you got the tonka bean, which give off a vanilla scent. So, yeah, man, it delivers, man. Benzoin is a balsamic resin obtained from several styrax tree species, prized for its aromatic and medicinal properties. It's a key ingredient in perfumes, incense, and certain medicines, notably tincture of benzoin. So yeah, I didn't know what benzoin was, so I just looked that up. You know what I'm saying? I knew what the other notes were. I just, you know, out of curiosity. It's known for its sweet vanilla-like and slightly spicy aroma, making it a popular base note and a fixative in perfumery. So, you know, I was getting my Google on, trying to figure out what that benzoin was about. But yeah, you definitely gonna feel the vanilla. So if you're not if you're not into vanilla type fragrances, you're not gonna like this. But it does well on the vanilla for real. That's the ingredients there. It's got a clean profile. The only thing I found it might be a problem to you if you got sensitive skin might be that benzoate and that what's that? Salicylic. And but checked out no endocrine disruptors, no cancerous agents in it. So yeah, man, pretty clean profile on this. I got mine off Amazon. You know, again, there go the box, there go the bottle. Lionheart, you got the mighty king of the jungle holding it down. Real strong, real used symbol. The lion. So let's get into it, man. I paid $52.84. You might catch it on sale. This was a couple of days ago when I checked on the price. Now that Lamel elixir, you can get that also off of Amazon, but that's gonna cost you now. So I don't know. I went with the Lionheart, man. You know, that's $80 for 2.5 fluid ounces. You know, you're getting more for less with the Lionheart, and they saying it smells just as good. You know what I'm saying? There you go. If you get the 4.2, it's $109. So, you know, if you got to have it, go on and get the top notch, you know. But I feel like this Lionheart is worth it. Max Aroma got it for $84. And keep in mind, they got the other sizes. And if you go up in the fluid ounce, it's going to cost you more. So, yeah, I got mine off of Amazon. You get 3.6. That's 106 milliliters. So you got, it'll last you. So let's check it out. This man here, Ali Bakari, he wrote an article, and now he is familiar with both fragrances. See, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I just know about Lionheart. So I found this article pretty interesting. We're gonna run through it right quick. Club de Nuit, a storied name, Armaf knows its assignment to offer high-quality clones of some of the biggest contemporary designer and niche fragrances at an affordable price point. And I must admit, I'm a fan. When I saw that Lionheart was being released as a Club de Nuit fragrance, I almost fell over. Yes, I was that excited. Among all Middle Eastern clone fragrance brands, few have as storied, respected, and widely loved line in the popular imagination as Armaf. And I must admit, I am a fan. I have 3 in my home. Yeah, Armaf been doing their thing. If you familiar with TikTok, you know Armaf is all up and down there with the Creed clones, Intense and Untold and what's the other one? Milestone. You know what I'm saying? So there go the 3. That's Untold, Intense, and Milestone right there. Those are very well put together dupes, and this is a reputable dupe company, people. This ain't no fly-by-night somebody popped up selling you some dupes. Club de Nuit Intense for Man, that's the EDT, one of the first widely popular clones of Creed Aventus, the fragrance that gets me the most compliments, he said. Untold, my favorite, masculine leaning takes on Mason Francis, what's that? Kirk Dijon's unisex but femme leaning, or the Baccarat Rouge 540. Then the Milestone, a near copy of Creed's old formulation of his unisex Milsom Imperial, nailing the earlier scent profile in the performance produced by Creed. So yeah, I got the Milestone. The Milestone is well put together, cause I had a sample of the Milsom Imperial. So yeah, I liked it. Look, I am fully aware that these are budget fragrances. I don't claim that they are niche level and will turn lead to gold, or that they are worn by riders of unicorns or winged angels. But I can't deny they are a lot of fun. He said even the Intense, which smells like industrial cleaner in the open. I heard a lot of people say that. To many people, I say it is deserving of success even after nearly a decade since its 2015 release. It's simply a bonkers fragrance. This is the legacy that Lionheart must live up to. It must be fun, it must perform well, and it must be a great copy of a designer or niche hype beast, all for great value. So did Armaf succeed? Let's find out. So yeah, man, Armaf, they been doing it for a while. People, they've been putting it down. They've been copying and cloning and getting their money on, man. I mean, testing Lionheart. I received both Lionheart and Lamel elixir separately and side by side over 4 days. Although it's not easy to get samples of such red hot fragrances, I was lucky to get 10 milliliter samples from a friend. So he basically broke down how he experimented on day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. So day 1, he wore Lionheart alone on both skin and clothes for 6 hours. On day 1 day, including the gym before scrubbing it off, and then day 2 and 3, He did it afternoon and overnight. Day 3, Lamel elixir alone for 6 hours under 4. So he tested it out, people, on the skin and see about the projection and the silage. So I found both Lamel elixir and Lionheart to be fragrances that are relatively linear with nearly identical note profiles. Opening, lavender and mint. Heart, benzoin and vanilla. Base, honey, tobacco, and tonka bean. Both fragrances are quite rich in profile and crowd pleasers. If you don't like your masculine scents drenched in sugary sweetness or doused in vanilla, then you're in luck. Neither of these fragrances fit that description. So, I mean, you're gonna get that vanilla, so I picked up on it. It don't smell too sugary or sweet though. You still get the masculine performance of this fragrance. Lionheart, I don't know about Lamel elixir, but you know, he said what he said, and he said that both of them delivered that pretty well to him. The lavender and the mint, the benzoin and the vanilla, and the honey, tobacco, and the tonka bean. Okay, I didn't start this test trying to say one was better than the other, or even to compare Lionheart with previous clones of Lamel elixir, but just give a solid review of Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart. While I love the fresh and seductive blend of notes in both fragrances, Lionheart stands out against Lamel elixir in 2 areas. I'm talking about the mint note and the silage. Now again, people, I don't know about Lamel elixir. If you know about Lamel elixir and you don't have Lionheart, you know what I'm saying, go try Lionheart and do your video. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? Is Bakari right about this? You know, because I just got the Lionheart experience. I like Lionheart, and I'm going to tell you why I like Lionheart by the end of this video. All right, next slide. Mint makes the difference. He says, in Lamel elixir, the mint shares the spotlight with the lavender, creating an incredibly harmonious duet. The other notes sing in a subtle, well-blended chorus in the background, occasionally peeking through and showing themselves before quietly and quickly slipping back. I not only smell the top notes, but flashes of the heart and the bass notes as well. I can see myself wearing Lamel elixir during the colder days of fall and winter, and for almost any occasion. It is an amazing fragrance, and I believe worthy of all the hype it's getting. However, I was surprised to find myself liking Lionheart more. Oh, because said he liked Lionheart more, people. And it costs less, people. So that's what I'm saying here, man. Do your research out here before you spend all your coins on this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he got both. With Lionheart, Armaf is putting the mint, which is actually more like spearmint, in a more prominent position immediately from the open. This lends Lionheart a slightly elevated fresh quality compared with the Lamel elixir that in my view makes it versatile for all seasons. Typo. Except perhaps for the hottest days in Lionheart, lavender plays a key supporting role, but the way I'd explain is, I'd say the mint is driving while the lavender rides in the back seat. The other notes are still present, but they seem to respectfully allow the mint to shine, even when they briefly step forward. Now, that vanilla to me, I ain't picking up on the mint. I get it, but that vanilla, I'm telling you, man, that vanilla be busting through. But when it gets, I say by hour 4 or 5, you pick up on the mint, but I be really picking up on that honey and tobacco once it really dry down. And but I'm telling you, man, you're gonna love this fragrance. He says, if you love fresh scents and mint as much as I do, Armaf take on its mint note could be a game changer. I'll say it again. I could see myself enjoying Lionheart year round, except on the hottest days. In a word, Lionheart's mint makes it a crowd pleaser and versatile. I agree with him on that. You can get away with it in the summer. I wore it recently, but think about this. Just if you outside and gonna be in the heat, no. But if you not gonna be outside long, you going into an event, a bar, sports bar or something like that, man, you gonna be good because they gonna have the AC on. Now the AC off, you might get on somebody's nerve with that vanilla, but once you get in the good cozy air conditioned environment, you gonna be good, people. You gonna be good. So I see what he's saying about this. Lionheart has a projection that roars. Another notable distinction Lionheart has in comparison with the male elixir is better performance, especially with projection. Lionheart significantly outperformed the male elixir in this regard during my comparison test. Every time I wore Lionheart during the first 3 hours, it kept pushing my nose. At no time did it let me forget I was wearing it. After 3 hours, it calmed down a bit and I began catching whiffs of it without having to lean in close to where I applied it. I never became nose blind to it. He ain't lying, people. That thing project, man. I'm talking big screen projection. You done paid movie theater type projection, man. It don't calm down to about 6 hours in, man. That mother let you know it's on. Sometimes you might get a little nose blind to it, but it reminds you that it's there. He ain't playing. Bacardi know what he talking about. Lionheart's longevity and projection were especially evident during my 90-minute gym session, where even heavy sweating, he getting funky, people, didn't dull his presence. While showering after, he washed up though. I could still smell Lionheart on my skin and had to scrub it off. I'm not exaggerating. The second day that I wore Lionheart, I put it on my upper arm at around 4 p.m. and wore it until I went to bed. When I woke up the next morning around 6 a.m., it was a skin scent, but clearly still right there. I did not have to hunt for my fragrance. I was so impressed by the way it lasted. Lionheart's longevity is a defining characteristic of Club de Nuit fragrance. Score another win for the Armaf. Man, old Bacardi said he went to the gym, got funky, washed his butt. Still on there, people. Put it on again. Went to bed, woke up and the male elixir day and night performance sharply contrasted with how Lionheart performed during testing. It simply did not project as strongly off my skin. This difference in projection was clear throughout my wearing the OG, even when I first applied it. At 6 hours, the male elixir required me to lean close and sniff. I was hoping to pick up the scent. Meanwhile, I continued to get whiffs of Lionheart in the air, effortlessly catching my attention. I knew which fragrance it was because it maintained a mini feel that I didn't need to search for. Dang. So less money, but it's still out there busting the male elixir upside the head. And you coming with just drawers on. See what I'm saying, people? That's why I don't trust that bottle, man. Get that line, man. That strong line. The mighty line. While the male elixir is undoubtedly a beautiful fragrance and may be well suited for occasions where strong projection is unnecessary or unwanted, Lionheart's constant presence as I went about my day and night made it more enjoyable for me. Dang, man. Oh, Bacardi say, man, he loving the Lionheart, man. You know, that's what he's saying, people. I mean, no disrespect if you like the male elixir and you got old JPG in your collection. You know what I'm saying? But my man Bacardi say he got it too, but he just like Lionheart. And by reading this, I'm saving my money, man. I'm not gonna even mess with the JPG. I'm gonna just stay with the good old clone here and roll on. But both Paul Gaultiers, Le Male Elixir, and Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart are fantastic fragrances, and your preference may depend on whether you favor the balanced blend of Le Male or the bold mint-forward approach of Lionheart. For me, the choice is clear. Lionheart stole the show with this enhanced projection, striking mint note, and exceptional staying power. Bacardi all in, man. He rolling with the club. He ain't messing with old JP. You know what I'm saying? He with the Club de Nuit, Lionheart all day. He say all year round he risky. Maybe when it's smoking hot outside, no. But he all in on the Armaf, man. I'm saying, people, just give it a try. Put it in your collection, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it, fellas. You're gonna love it on date night. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want it in your collection. I'm telling you. With Lionheart retailing for around $45 compared to the male elixirs $160, the choice is even more clear to me. The enormous difference in price was not my biggest concern going into this review. But hey, for a quality fragrance that I like more and costs less than half of what it's cloning, I'll certainly take it. Did you hear that, people? The man said, save your money, man. $160, $45. Date night, if you got that $160 to drop, you get the $45 You got money left over for a good date night. And you gonna be happy that you put on that Lionheart. I'm telling you, man. She gonna want some pipe. That's what we're getting into. To be honest, I don't care much personally whether Lionheart is a clone of Lamel Elixir. I only care about which fragrance I would reach for. I was given 3 seconds to make a choice. In my case, it's Lionheart. For me, it's the rational and emotional winner. Man say 3 seconds. 3 second shot clock. And he going for the clutch. I'm off in the 4th quarter. Jordan. Remember Jordan had on them baggy shorts, people? He wasn't walking around with a cock print. You know what I'm saying? Jordan hid his greatness, but it showed you his greatness. So that's what I'm saying. JPG, put some pants on the bottle if you want me to buy. Lionheart is my winner. The good news is I am sure Lionheart will come down in price after several months pass. I can't barely read that. That's too little, people. I got to get my glasses. Okay. So he says, for the time being, though, be ready to search high and low for it and pay more if you can find it. So Lionheart stands out as the latest example of Armaf's mastery. So basically, old Bakari say he rolling with the king of the jungle, people. I can't read that right now, and I ain't gonna even try. I can't find my glasses. He just need to go back to the eye doctor. Lionheart is clearly his winner, man. He just said he loves Lionheart mint notes too much to say no for too long. So this is no slight at Lamel Elixir. Like I said, man, you probably want to just have both in your in your arsenal. But clearly Lionheart is my man Bakari's winner. And that's just me showing you I got the bottle there, people. Boom. Got it in my grips. That old mighty king of the jungle there. Look at it. Roaring. Yeah. So yeah, man. I'm all in on the Lionheart too. And I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna get into it. Just bear with me. But I don't have no reason right now to try Lamel Elixir. So I'm just gonna roll with the Lionheart. Like I said, she'll want the pipe. Me and the old lady went out. She smelled me. Before we went out the house, she said I smell good. I said, okay. So we get to the sports bar. That's what I'm saying. You put this on in the bar, fellas, you're not gonna miss. You're not gonna miss in the bar atmosphere, because that honey and that tobacco and that vanilla is gonna get them. So when we get to the bar, the wife leans in and says, gosh, you smell good. Now when somebody say gosh, people, that mean they mean business. So I text my cuz, I say, cuz, you got to get you some of this Lionheart, man. She likes it. She smell me. She said, gosh, you smell good. Cuz text back, say, sound like she want the pipe. And she did. When we got home, people, I served it up. Did what I supposed to. Put it down. So that's what I'm telling you, fellas. If you're hitting the bars, if you're young right now, you a young player, man, don't worry about that Lamel Elixir, man. Get this $45, $50. Boom, you in the game. Just hang out at the bars. If you got somebody you serious about, y'all going out, put that on when you go to a bar at any bar style atmosphere. You gonna be good in there with this Lionheart on. I'm telling you. She'll want the pipe. She'll want it. And this right here gonna close the deal, man. I got sniffed 3 times, maybe 4. Then when I came home, took a shower and hit it again. Wow. I just didn't put it on heavy because I'm sitting around the house. It's strong. It roars. It's the king of the jungle, man. Go ahead and get you some of this in your collection. You slipping if you ain't got it. I'm gonna put the link down there in the description so you can go to Amazon. Now I'm gonna put the competitor too. But I'm telling you, go with the Lionheart, man. Y'all email old JP. Tell him to put some pants on the bottom, man. But I'm out of here, man. Space time. Armaf Lionheart, king of the jungle, wins again. Like, share, and subscribe. Get it in your collection, fellas. She'll want the pipe.